Hello, fellow watchers and enjoyers. It is I, Piggy, and I will be joined by Ash. This is, hello, fellows. Yeah, this is yet another edition of Watching Walford. It's the New Year's special, I guess. The New Year's not till a few days after. And
Yep. Recorded on Boxing Day.
Recording on St. Stephen's Day / Boxing Day. And this is episode 104. This is the 52nd week, I want to say, of 2024.
This is the final week of 2024.
Yep, we've made it, lads. We've fucking made it. You can put your points down. We're at the end of the year. And today's episodes are going to cover the biggest storylines and takeaways from week 52 of 2024. All the episodes from the 23rd all the way to the 26th. And that's pretty much it. This is probably going to be a bit...
Yeah, sorry, Gary. I was going to say exactly what you're going to say.
This podcast is going to be a tiny bit different. The first 30 minutes will be us shooting the shit. The next 30 minutes will be us discussing the EastEnders. And the last few minutes will be us discussing our favourite moments of the year. It can be both podcast related, it can be both EastEnders related, or in Ash's case, it can be any soap. Oh, for fuck's sake. My camera fucking hates me, lads.
The one thing I was going to say is that for some reason, and I have no fucking clue why, for some reason the Boxing Day episode was not released early, which, let's be honest, it fucking should have been. It fucking should have been released early. But it wasn't released early, so this is being recorded at like 9:30 at night, as opposed to like the textbook like midday. And it usually is, so if it's a little more laboured, a bit more tired, we're tired. It's the end of the holidays, so...
I'm tired, boss. I'm tired. So without further ado, I'm going to now send it over to Ash, and we're going to ask him how his week has been. So Ash, on the other side, how has your week been?
It's been alright, mate, honestly. Christmas has always been a bit of a touchy subject with me. Not because I don't like Christmas, because it's a good time period in general. But I definitely had some circumstances that have led to some not so savoury Christmases. Like when I was doing leather work, where suddenly like fucking 20 out of the 30 days you're plodding away in a fucking cold ass workshop, having to make fucking 10 guitar straps, all that say to Dad X, when you should just put a fucking name on the personalised guitar strap, you fucking useless idiots. But you don't, because you fucking don't, and it ruins it, and no one, like, yeah, look, most people are a dad. Not many people are your name. But ultimately it's yeah. But yeah, anyways, got lost in the sauce there. Usually it's a bit of a touchy thing. Last year there was obviously a bunch of fights at the fucking dinner table. This year there were no fights at the dinner table, fortunately. There were no fights. It was actually just quite a chill day. I probably would like the presents to have been a little bit better, but at the same time, I have to remember that pretty much all of us have autism. So what am I like? I think I'm selling myself down the fucking river, expecting like gangbusters, fucking really well, intricately thought out presents, because you know it's hard to know what somebody else wants if they don't actually say what they want. I did get a really sick Michael Myers t-shirt though. Fucking look, peep this fucking thing, absolute beauty. Look at that fucking great design. But Christmas was good. Boxing Day was good. I've got a game for me and the brothers. I got a game called Binding of Isaac 4 Souls. It's basically like the Binding of Isaac game, but in card game form. And I've been winning all of the games because I am elite, and it has been really fun.
He's rigged
made a first roast dinner. I say I made a roast first dinner. I think the term is we, as my brother did most of it, and I peeled the carrots at some point. But like, it wasn't that I wasn't just being lazy as shit. I just didn't need to fucking do anything, because it's like, I've got it. It's like, okay, sound sure. I guess I will be the entertainment then. But yeah, honestly, it's been a decent Christmas so far. Everything has generally come together. The video essay got released on Christmas Eve. It's done quite well. I didn't really have any expectations as to how well it would do, but it's beat my expectations for sure. I've certainly enjoyed it. I'm going to try do more. I have some ways that I definitely improve the video essay for sure. Like the other day when I went, Piggy, I don't want any criticism on the video essay, and he went, okay, here's some criticism for the video essay, and I'm like, I don't fucking want any. I know what shit in this video essay. It's 90% of the things. Fuck off. But he still went through it piece by piece, anyways. Didn't even watch the full video, did he? Critiquing it all up a fucking storm. That's fine. But yeah, everything came together in the end. The EastEnders was a solid week of EastEnders. It was a solid Christmas episode. I think it's definitely up there in my preferred Christmas episodes, for sure. And in general, the holidays have been quite kind. I'm looking forward to the break of not covering EastEnders every day. I'll say that much for sure. I'll say that much for free, rather. But yeah, solid. No, it's been good, mate. It's been in comparison to last year, it's been pretty great. So I have no real complaints. How has your Christmas been, or do you need me to stall for another minute?
No, I don't need to stall. It's uploading very slowly. Sorry, moving myself into my chair. So I had to fucking quickly, like you're about to hear the president's about to be assassinated. I had to quickly grab my phone and be like, verify to you. I'm doing good. I'm probably throughout this video, I'm probably gonna have to move this fucker. Because he always blocks my view of the recording bit, and then he blocks my view on that side. And he's supposed to hold my controller, but he fucking he's just a big.
Oh, that's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, it does look like he has thumbs. I don't know why he has thumbs. I like it, but that's his main priority. Obviously, behind me, you can see I set up my Christmas tree. I have my DVDs. I think there's wrestlers there. And yeah, there's lights on it as well, but they were like the €2 ones. You get like a Poundland. They were just there. I put them there when I moved in because that was my original display place until I got my my dresser or whatever it is. So yeah, I've been just setting up this stuff behind me to fucking display, and what will get into it, what doesn't get into it will be up to me. But yeah, I've just been enjoying that. I've been doing that. Christmas was alright. I enjoyed doing the EastEnders. Maybe not fucking every 5 days, getting up at 11 a.m. or time to record and then going. But at least the one positive was I don't have to listen to Reddit fuckers being like, actually the story is so unrealistic because actually, if you see in 23 minutes past 19 in the episode, Sydney is wearing a blue dress. In 22 minutes 10, she was wearing a purple dress. And I just think that's a continuity error, and the writers and directors should be fired for that. Like, fuck off, man. I don't
know why you sound like every unboxing YouTuber from the 2010s.
I sound like
hey guys, so today I'm going to unbox Marvel Avengers. I think it's going to be good. I'm going to watch it later. So fucking hell.
Actually,
maybe any more boring, mate.
I just try and do
fucking boring.
I try and do Kevin Bridges when he's trying to do a non-Scottish accent. So he just goes, actually, guys, it's Thanksgiving Day, not Boxing Day, guys. I just try and go for that voice.
But no, yeah, I do. Fuck, your Kevin Bridges threw me off. What the fuck were you saying?
I was saying.
Oh yeah. I was gonna make a joke that's saying that, like, you know how in most workplaces you have like a mental health day as something you are tangentially allowed. Christmas, December is the mental health month, which makes us hate the subreddit a little bit less. Still doesn't. All right, me and the brother still complain about it because people are insufferable on there. But people want to voice their opinions, so they go to the place to voice their opinions. They're allowed to voice their opinions. You can't gatekeep opinions, and you can't tell people they don't know what they're on about, because maybe they get angry at that. I've managed to avoid a lot of what people think about it, but no, yeah. I mean, where do I want to angle this into? You have any more to say about what you've been up to this?
Nah.
I mean, should we just talk about what we like? I mean, I suppose as this acts as both the final podcast of the year and in general, if we just change what we did last year and what we did this year, it's fucking night and day in comparison. Like, First and foremost, last year it was all me. Last year I was doing everything because Piggy didn't have the facilities. But obviously this year you've fucking helped out dramatically, and you well and more put in a fucking shift. So like the Christmas reactions that have gone out have been edited by Piggy. Like fucking, you've been working up a fucking storm.
And obviously,
he's learning that soon we're gonna be getting that ad revenue, and he's like, need that double paycheck, baby.
Obviously, just
who gets the editor salary? Me.
Obviously, just gonna put this out there for me. My favorite thing was we didn't have a row, right? It wasn't a row.
No.
We didn't have a disagreement, right? But my favorite thing this week has been sitting Ash down like he's about to learn maths for the first time and have an argument with his dad because it's not how he did algebra in his way in school. Where I was like, Ash, okay, we just need to figure it out. I'm gonna edit down Christmas Day reactions and on Tuesdays. You do Monday and Thursdays. Ash like, got it. So I do Monday, Thursday, Wednesday. No, Ash. I'm confused now, Ash. It was like, what are you on about? We're fucking both missing this directions here. That was funny because Ash was like, I'm gonna include footage, and I went, no, please. The episode's just released.
It's not worth it.
The episode's just released. I don't want the fucking BBC knocking at her door being like, well, that's fucking... That episode's just come out 20 minutes ago. What are you doing? If you want to put screenshots into it, you can, but I pretty much edited it down. I've tried to include some of the fan comments in it. Obviously, didn't flash them up on screen because I can't be arsed to go through that. Live stream and grab comments, but I did it. Usually when I read comments, I shout out the name, unless it's like, Piggy is a pedo. Oh, thanks. That's a
Cheers,
good
Scott.
Thanks. What the fuck's the guy's name? Who hated me at the
I do like to. I do like to let you read the comments on the watch-alongs because obviously me being an active streamer, I get to read all the comments. Piggy does not get to read the comments.
Yeah, I so like how I work it is I just go, what did you say, Michael Sharp? Oh, Cindy Beale, ultimate slapper, and I'm like, yeah, whole 8 mile.
I just try to read it when it doesn't interrupt me. My favorite little not argument but little kind of tetchy fucking thing that happened this month though was the fucking week where it was like, all right, Piggy, can you do the reactions? You go, well, I can, but I don't want to. And then you say something like, yeah, well, it was the angle that you wanted it to be like a fair exchange of editing, right? Wanted it to be like 50-50. I was still working on the video essay, but fucking, but fucking, what was the line that really pissed me off at the time? I want
it to be 50-50. I do 2 subjects, you do 2 subjects. And then I was like sitting in my bed, probably having a wank. I look over while I'm watching a video.
It was something like, and then you basically went the angle like, yeah, I've just basically completed editing really. Like I'm a good editor now. I think I'm trying to chill. Like I've done my bit now, and I'm like, I'm getting up at 9. I'm fucking finishing the day at 12. You fucker! Are you waking up at 9 and fucking finishing editing at 12? I don't fucking think so. You just did some reactions, you lazy bastard. Fucking, I'm here plodding the fucking words, putting it in this document, fucking recording it, fucking performing it, fucking. And he's like, I've just completed editing, mate. And then obviously the last week in the build up to Christmas was me getting up at 9, finishing the day at 12. Probably streaming on all the days as well. Fucking and time to spend 12 hours taking a 5-second EastEnders clip, putting it in the timeline, getting another 5-second EastEnders clip, but didn't get claimed. So yeah, I am the king of copyright.
I just remember though, like I was saying, I remember I was having a wank, probably watching some Busty Babes 4, and I look over. We've got a message from Ash. And I was just like, what the fuck have you done, man? What have I done? What have I been... I've been thinking about this comment, and I'm like, did I say something offensive? And I was just like, man, I told me to be rude. I'm like, what is it? And it's like, that comment really pissed me off. I'm like, oh, sorry? What comment? And then
because it was just like fucking... It's like, yeah, I just wanted to be equal. And I'm like, I'm fucking, like, I've only the last couple days I've been sleeping in December. The rest of it's been dedicated to editing and writing shit. Which partly my fault for not getting it done early. But also, been busy. But like, I was like, are you not fucking respecting my efforts? You fucking piece of shit. Fuck you. But we are adults and we can solve things in polite ways. Unlike arguments back in the day where it'd be like, do you hate me? No, it's fine. It was just a little disagreement. Do you hate me? Are you sure? No, it's all right, mate. It's all good. Don't care that much. I just didn't want to internalize it and yell at you in 2 days' time for something unrelated, which you call the Piggy method, so.
The Piggy method. Nothing better than it, nothing worse than it.
But yeah, it's been a successful December in my opinion. I think we've both done our fair share. I'm looking forward to January where I can get back into doing all the other shit that I want to do, like going to the fucking gym.
And Ash can tell me to cut this out in post-production, but at least none of your dogs have died this year. So
Very true.
Very true. But the problem is...
I don't have any. Because they are dead.
The problem is I'm a 2-time Dead Dog Club person. Are you a 2-time person?
I'm a 3-time.
Oh, fuck. He's elite.
And that's not me like trying to fucking like... Yeah, well, I'm 4. How old are you? Yeah, you're 22? Well, I'm 23, bitch. Suck on that. No, three dogs have passed in my lifetime.
I'd make a 4. But yeah. Christmas man.
How are you gonna get out of this weird tangent?
I got a grommet mug. What do you think, lads? Look at that.
It is a pretty sweet mug.
It is a pretty sweet. I guess I could show the. How do I show the inside? Look, there's not really on the inside.
He's gonna pour out the tea all over his fucking desk. Why do you need to see the inside of a grommet mug, man?
In case you want the diameter of like a
I
smaller
think you
bit.
can. I think you can imagine. You can imagine what it looks like, a fucking mug.
Just in case they want the diameters of it. I don't know the diameters of it, mate.
I mean, someone's not pulling out the fucking tape measure going, that's actually a 4-meter radius. Like, fucking, who cares? He's got fucking grommet on it.
Obviously, I did see the recent Wallace and Gromit movie. I've missed the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes because I had to prepare for...
Why'd you miss the first 10 minutes?
What?
Why'd you miss the first 10 minutes?
Oh, I was asleep because it's like, I'm going to watch this afterwards. And then I woke up because I was trying to get a nap in before I did the EastEnders so I wouldn't be tired. And I woke up at like 6:30 and I was like, I missed 10 minutes, I'll be fine. And then I just, the last 10 minutes I was preparing.
Have you not at least watched it since?
No, I haven't actually.
I guess it's been pretty busy.
Yeah, it's like me saying I'm going to watch The Sopranos and then December came and I'm like, fuck. Because I want a clear schedule in January where I can just pop my belly out and fucking watch these Sopranos and shit and get my tattoos and shit.
Mate, I've been so busy, I've not even gotten to watch fucking the other soap Christmases yet. And I'm usually on the night like, yeah, fucking, it's fucking in my veins. Get these all in my veins. Which one nailed Christmas? I've not fucking watched any of them yet, other than the EastEnders.
Del Platt has left the show now, hasn't she?
Who?
Del Platt has left the
Yeah, she's gone. Don't know, I haven't watched it yet, but she is gone.
Well, from what I'm just gonna leave the camera on you. From what you've seen of her exit and the build up to her exit, can you please give us your thoughts on it since it is the end of the year?
The unresolved, unknown exit of Gail Platt. I've seen how much have I seen? I'll say this with a pretense in case I'd just be a dickhead. I've seen up till Monday the 23rd. All in all, I think her exit has been. It's been garbage. sorry, Coronation Street. It's been fucking ass. Because obviously, and anybody who was here for the Martin Platt video, they fucking went, oh, she's leaving, guys. Don't worry, Martin's coming back. Look, Martin's coming back. Just allegation comes out. Martin's not coming back. Don't worry. We have. It's like. I don't know. It's like at a kid's party. It's like, okay, Here he comes. It's Pogo is Pogo the bad clown?
I think it is.
Fuck. Yeah, that would be even worse. Look, instead of getting you the Spider-Man like dressed up guy you wanted, here is Sad the clown. And he's just a little sad fucking thing. It's like, who the fuck are you? I wanted Spider-Man, not you. Fucking who the fuck is this?
I guess
he failed to fill the spot that was left, because it was a wide, like, it was a fairly sizable like hole that was left. But also, despite it being her last year, she's not been on fucking TV at all. Like, look, I'm not saying if it's my last year, I'm on the fucking reunion tour saying bye-bye to everyone I've ever interacted and has been a part of my journey. But, like, fucking give them some more time, man. It's her last year. She's been quiet as a mouse. Okay. It's just all the family around her just fucking up. Like, she's been non-existent. Whatever you say, carry on.
I was just going to say, I guess if you want the EastEnders equivalent, it'd be like we're going to bring back Leslie Grantham again, and then more allegations have come out. Well, we can't get Leslie Grantham, but we have got Fat Boy. It's like,
so, yeah, great, yeah, sound. But, guys, we can't bring back Ronnie and Roxy. We're gonna bring back Daniela Westbrook, Sam Mitchell. Oh, not again, please. No, not again, please. My kids are scared of her. That's just a mean comment, but fuck it. She's done it to herself. But yeah, it's just I don't know. Maybe the exit all ties it together, perhaps. But like, I don't know. Like I said. When Ian left in 2022, 2020?
2021, I believe.
2021. When he leaves in 2021, it's just ass. Like, you can tell that... I mean, first he was going through a divorce, which is probably the main reason why he left. But also, it was because the show was in a shit place. And it feels like she left because the show was in a shit place. She didn't really get to do any acting anymore. She's old now, may as well retire, whilst your character's not been tarnished completely. I wasn't expecting me to take so long to talk about Gail Platt's exit. And Hollyoaks, I've not touched Hollyoaks yet, so who the fuck knows? Someone gets shot. Sound. I'll watch it when I watch it.
Do you reckon the person who plays Gail Platt will appear on EastEnders?
No. Mate, she's retiring. She's like 70.
Ah, fuck, I thought it was going to be...
She's been on Coronation Street for like fucking 50 years.
I thought it was going to be a situation where it's like, oh, I can't get the Coronation Street money anymore. EastEnders, hello.
No, look, fucking... People from different soaps don't really have a good track record in other soaps, let's be honest.
True.
Yeah, like, we all remember Warren Fox in EastEnders. Well, not all of us, but, we remember. It was fucking shit is what it was. But yeah, I suppose all in all, back to wrap it round though. It's a solid Christmas. I'm proud of us for what we've managed to achieve. I mean, think of we may not have done some of the stuff we usually did, but also we ended up doing a lot more. And I think like swapping it up to do the Walford on Tap, like for this month, it's probably a nice little bit of like a breath of fresh air to kind of, I don't know, despite it being the most hectic time, it also allows us to invest less time in the like weekly content, which means we can just either chill or work on other shit. But usually we don't need to do that. But like, I'm still planning on writing more videos after this, just not videos that are going to take fucking 10 years to do. Probably like a nice little short video next time. That would be fucking piss. I'm planning to release a video a month of whatever I script out. Got some ideas. At some point, I'll likely make people vote on it, but for now, I'll just pick the ideas. But I think the next one might be... ahead of the 40th anniversary. I think I'm going to look back on the boat crash. Kind of... Me and Pig are probably going to sit down and watch it, and I'm just going to, like, talk about it, talk about the ramifications, talk about, like... is it good at the time? Is it good now? Does it hold up? Like, does it shackle under the weight of the fucking? Does it stumble under the weight, or is it actually good? Like, at any time, is it evergreen?
Yeah. We might do a podcast for it and release the week of their 40th anniversary. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. But yeah, the other thing I wanted to kind of discuss and wrap around, because it is the end of the year. It's been quite eventful, like watching Walford. Like, this is our first full year of like, because previously it was just like, don't talk to me.
It was exceptionally part-time till about August
of 2023. So we've been doing this for a full-on year, and we're coming up to 2 years in January. The 3rd of January, I believe.
And yeah, it's either the 2nd or 3rd of January.
And what we're going to probably do is do a year in review where we look back at some of our favourite videos of the year and just go through behind the scenes, maybe. But that
some memories and shit.
That'll probably be. We'll probably do that next week when it isn't like, oh, it's 7:30 at night, time to record the EastEnders.
Yeah, we'll be doing that. We'll be doing that as the prepper. We'll be recording some bulk videos, and then we will fuck off.
And I just want to say, I just want to say quickly before I get into the EastEnders, now this isn't a dig at anyone. Don't think this is a dig at anyone. But I feel
Where's this going?
Don't worry. I feel like what's got people so upset over these episodes is that they're expecting too much because people are theorizing what they think is happening, and then when that theorizing doesn't happen, they're like, fucking shit episode. But you had your expectations high. It's like a certain YouTuber said that Max was going to return at Christmas 2024. He was going to be the one who's going to whisk Cindy away. And obviously we were watching the stream yesterday being Wednesday, Christmas Day, and like some people were like, Max is going to show up, and then like obviously he didn't. And people were like, oh, and it's like, you weren't promised Max though. You weren't guaranteed it. So to me, go on.
Just similarly, in a sense where it's like people like look at all the spoilers and then they'll make their opinions about what the spoilers are going to be, and then when the spoilers don't happen the way they think it should happen, it's like, this is fucking shit. This. It's like, well, no, it's just different than what you wanted.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's bad. Just means it's different than like how you would have done it. Like, we're all little contrarian fucking soap writers in our own brain, so it's like, yeah, I'd make it better. Like, yeah, but is it better for you or is it better in general? Like, if I was a soap writer, I know that I've uncovered a subconscious bias for Ruby Allen. Doesn't mean I'm going to make Ruby Allen a leading lady and the main fucking character on the show, because I know that that's just for me.
Yeah, it's just, you can't. The only way I can describe it, and I know I'm a guilty person, which you can ask Rose or Zion, whatever I want to call him, one of my mates in Louis Copeland's server. I'm guilty.
In their real name.
No, they've publicly put their real name out before. Fuck it.
You say so?
If you say so. No one's watching this going, who the fuck is this guy? I haven't put out his last name. No one's gonna find him. But anyways, like I was saying, it's like how with Rose, I've been going, yeah, Secret War's gonna have like Tobey Maguire, Hugh Jackman, fucking Chris Evans as like Johnny Storm again, and you know, this guy from this obscure Marvel movie that happened in like 2001 in a fucking woodshed in the middle of nowhere in Iraq. And it's like, yeah, but Piggy, but the
no
movie
one cares about that.
The movie doesn't come out for 2 years, Piggy. What the fuck are you on about? Like, yeah, but it would be nice. Oh yeah, then the Spider-Verse people are going to come in, it's going to be so cool. It's like, yeah, but this is the send-off to the MCU, because they're rebooting the MCU for spoilers. They are planning to reboot it, and then the next arc of the new MCU will be the X-Men. So obviously they can recast Iron Man and shit. And it's like, oh, Tom Cruise is going to appear as Iron Man. It's like, Peggy, stop getting your hopes up, because you don't want to get your hopes up, and then it fucking like, oh, it's not Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Oh, it's Jared Leto's Morbius. Well, that was eventful. But yeah, it's just that kind of thing. We're all guilty of it, but it's just what I'm going to put out there before we get into the EastEnders. But we will judge the EastEnders episodes based on what we thought and not what we expected, because I didn't really expect anything. I don't really have thoughts, mate. I just hit for the vibe.
trying to get Piggy to make a prediction is like fucking trying to start a fire with like a roll of pocket lint and a fucking a burnt out cigarette. It's just like fucking all right. I'm just gonna rub this together really hard and it'll be something. No. All right, fair enough. He has said what I've just predicted, but he said it. He said I agree with all that. But well, I can't really say against this now, can I?
Like the thing, like if you watch this channel, if I make obscure picks, it's because I've no reason to. Because what's the quote from Spider-Man No Way Home? If you expect disappointment, you won't be disappointed. So like, if I go,
what a shit quote, man! What a fucking awful. Who made that shit up?
Zendaya.
What writer was getting paid fucking $730,000 fucking dollars to write that shit?
But like, because if you ever watch the videos and it's like, and Ash like, okay, so the storyline I think is gonna have Cindy obviously, and then Max is gonna show up, and then a big starlight's gonna come down, and then fucking the guy from Star Trek's gonna appear, and then I think it's gonna be an elegant storyline. What do you think, Piggy? I think Josh is gonna eat a muffin. Wow. It's like, yeah, I'm not putting my actual theory into it because I don't want to fucking speculate and then be like, wow, he didn't eat a muffin, he ate a slice of cake. Wow, that was nice. So I usually just go with out there theories or just agree with Ash, which is very hard in a sense because you usually want your co-host to kind of give his own opinion, but it's very
I
hard.
want you to actually give an opinion.
Then if it's wrestling, I will fucking whoa. I will give my critique on that, but yeah, it's just yeah. But I guess now I'll read the EastEnders. I will go through the episode. Now
Gonna take a little timestamp.
Oh, yeah. Side topic. 32. There we go. Yeah, so side topic. There's only one side. Well, there's two. No, there's only one side topic. We see the choir in shambles as Kim is giving them all grief because there's shit in her eyes.
They are shit though.
Yeah, they're shit in her eyes.
They're shit in all of our eyes.
They're shit in her eyes, but there's not actually shit in her eyes. Okay.
Listening to them sing is like having shit thrown in your face.
Okay. She convinces them to stay.
I am a professional singer, of course.
She convinces.
Just like Piggy, he was in a choir.
I never said it was good. She convinces them to stay by offering a free drink to all of them. That's going to cost like 100, 200 quid. I don't care. Because you know Billy.
I don't know. You could just expect fucking Elaine say drinks are on the house and then boom.
Yeah, but you know Billy's going to offer the most expensive. He's going to buy the most expensive drink he can because he's a cheapskate.
Yeah, but he's also poor, so I bet he loves the Stella, does Billy?
Yeah. Yeah, she convinced them all to stay by giving a free drink to all of them. They eventually play on Christmas Eve the photos of the calendar being shown on the big screen. So I know September was not seen. I don't know who September was.
Let's rate the calendar. Let's be pigs and let's rate the calendars.
Okay.
I need to find them first. Fucking hell. All right. So Mr. January, lovely little affair. Martin on his fruit and veg stall with his little fruit and veg out. He's wearing clothes in this one. Honestly, I'm quite disappointed. As a Martin stan, I'm quite disappointed. Look, he's nice and well-toned. He looks lovely. But what you really want with Martin is you want his fucking biceps out there. And, in the money. Absolutely in the money. So I'm going to give it a solid 6 out of 10.
See,
and 6 out of 10 is how many inches my table raised after seeing it.
The problem is, I'm not going to review the calendar. I'm literally just going to make this you reviewing the calendar.
All right, sound. I'll keep going. All right, February, Billy with a guitar. Honestly, he's in surprisingly good nick. Now, once again, that hair transplant doing fucking work as well. Like, he's the best hair transplant in the soap business, I'll tell you that much. He's in good nick. Honestly, I'll give Billy a solid 7. I was surprised by him. Maybe that's the only reason people actually want to sleep with him, is that he's got a stick of dynamite flowing between his legs.
Go on.
March. Honestly, the shock factor. Peter Beale with the fucking pie hiding his bobby. Fucking abs in there. Fucking pecs in there. Biceps in there. You know, he's pulling a bit of a weird face, I can't lie. The face is a bit off-putting. But for the shock factor and the amount of people swooning, I think he's getting a solid 10 from me.
Right.
April, it's Howie with his little post bag and a cheeky little bunny ears. Look, he's got the good stuff. I don't like the bunny ears. They're drawing attention to his fucking frown lines on his fucking bold ass head. But once again, he's in good nick. He's got the fucking biceps curling. He's got the pecs flexing. It's solid 7. Solid 7 for me. Mr. May, Mr. Harry Mitchell. He's packing heat. He's fucking got abs. He's got pecs. He's got fucking lats. Oh, if only his face wasn't his face. No, he's a handsome lad, and it's a solid 8 out of 10. Not much to complain about. Although it's misleading, as he never wears those overalls properly.
Do you reckon he's the reason why Penny's is paralysed again? Like he's packing heat.
That's landing on its ass. Mr. June, Winston. Look, Winston's he's playing a DJ set. He's shirtless. He's looking good as old Winston. He's just, I don't know. Like Winston's, I'd have to suggest he's an older bloke. He's in good shape for it. But because I don't know the personality, he's got a big fucking toothy grin. I'm gonna give it a solid 7 out of 10. Mr. July, Freddie Slater sat on the car you drive in SpongeBob, fucking the SpongeBob movie game. Fucking the Krabby Patty you drive is what Freddie sat on. It's a massive fake bun, and he's got buns covering his penis. The face he's pulling is a bit cursed. The face he's pulling is just like, ah! It's like, fucking hell, alright, mate. It's a bit intense, that. And first, I hope those fucking baps have been washed as well.
No, she really used them. Don't worry.
I don't really like Mr. July, but I think it's firmly cemented my place as being more of an otter kind of guy and not necessarily a twink. So,
okay.
But he's looking good. Fair play. Good picture. What I vote Martin 6. Bobby's getting a 6. Freddie's getting a 6. Mr. August. It's Ravi with a newspaper, and he's got his arm out. Honestly, this is a solid 2 out of 10 for me. We saw more skin in like 4 episodes time when he's got his fucking top off and he's rippling. Got the chest there, got the fucking pecs. He's just fucking boom, boom, boom. Fucking, he's doing that. Fucking got the arms out. He's not even flexing his fucking bicep. The only thing he's doing is doing a slightly suggestive, like, he's just doing that, isn't he? He's just doing the pose. That's the money shot. But the money shot's not great. You hide all your best assets. So Ravi's getting a 2 out of 10 for Mr. August. We didn't see September. And we briefly saw October. And it's just Zach with his dick in a pumpkin. I mean, it's Zach with a pumpkin hiding his penis. You know, we all know the classic, you know. What goes in the pumpkin? What comes out of the pumpkin? We've all seen it.
We've all seen.
He's in good shape, but I don't know. It's the least personal, and he's pulling a face that most guys would pull when they are taking a dick pic, where it's just like, yeah, baby.
I mean, I'm gonna.
It's like, yeah. You like that, bitch? It's fucking.
Gonna be honest with you, I've definitely seen some of those things that go into pumpkins that shouldn't go into pumpkins. I've seen a lot of
Exactly.
pumpkin humping.
But yeah, Zach. I don't know. It felt. I don't know. It's not inviting like the other calendars. Like the others are inviting. Ravi's doing the. He's doing that. You know, he's inviting you in. Playful, sexy, demure. Zach's just fucking doing that, despite having rippling fucking ridiculous shape he's in. Like, you need a cheese grater, just fucking. Don't know I'm doing that motion. Don't know I'm doing that motion. That's a cheese grater, everyone. Don't get excited. Mr. November. All right, so Zach gets a 2. Zach was boring. Mr. November. Jack Brannan outside the barrel stall. Now, if there's one person who knows something about mean mugging the camera, it's fucking Jack Brannan. He's holding a keg of beer at his bobby. And he's sat there. And he's fucking stood there. He's doing the troll face. He's like... He's doing that. He's doing the fucking... He's doing that. And he's nailing it because he's in fucking ridiculous shape for his age. And honestly, I'm giving Jack a solid 9 out of 10 for effort. The one thing I don't like is it says penny for this guy, which obviously I'm reading too into it because she's got a daughter called Penny, but it's a bit of a weird phrasing. But honestly, Jack nailed it perfect. And honestly, I could imagine him doing it just not in the show. He seems like that kind of guy who would just be funny to him.
Yeah.
Oh fuck me! There was no. Oh wait, where is December? I missed December finally for the weirdest segment of this fucking podcast. But look, you give me material to do, I'll fucking do it. I'll pull it off. Mr. December, Mickey Miller, Joe Swash in the middle of the square with a wreath around him covering his parts, which he needs the cover. He's slinging dick. He's breeding. He's viral. He's having kids like there's no tomorrow. And a lot of presents below it. And he too, just like Jack Brannan, he's pulling the proper there you go. How enticing is that? I'd buy Mr. December. So I'm gonna say Jack Brannan is the top. He's number 9. Mickey Miller can be at a solid number 8. So Jack Brannan won the calendar this year. I think Peter Beale is up there as well. Those are the top 2. And Mickey Miller can be top 3. So those are my top 3 EastEnders 2024 calendar predictions. I'm just so used to doing YouTube videos. I mean, I'm bouncing all the keywords off. I'm search engine optimizing the video right now. But yeah, those are me reviewing all of the calendar pictures. I hope you enjoyed it.
And getting back to, I have a timestamp. I put it at 35 minutes, 43:59 calendars. So you can
how long did I stall that segment for?
Roughly 8 minutes.
Not bad. Not for a fucking calendar. For 11 pictures. I'll take it.
Would you buy it?
I'd buy it. Fuck it. Why not?
Okay. Continuing on.
I mean, just give all the proceeds to charity and that.
Yeah.
It's a win-win. Obviously, if the actors are all fine with it, of course. But if they're not fine with their body going out on fucking live, like national TV, I'm sure they can manage putting it in a calendar.
Fair enough. And main topic 1.
But I guess also, you do get some dodgy looks if you make it a calendar, and you are technically objectifying all the men by making it a calendar like this. And there would be double standards if there were women. So ultimately, the smart move is to do nothing.
Is to do a women one, so you get both sides of the spectrum. Like Italy in the war, you see the good side and the bad side. I was gonna say Italian English, sorry. But continuing on, main topic 1. There's 3 main topics. Don't worry, main topic 2 is not mine. It's Ash's segment. I know Ash already had his segment of the night, but it's the Ruby Allen special, and you just love it.
And don't you worry, my segment will be bigger than Piggy's segment.
Yeah,
that's written in my contract.
I'm just gonna make this. I'm just gonna change the timestamp. There we go. I've changed it now. So it was about 10 minutes. You've got 10 minutes. Continuing on. Main topic 1. Yolanda is struggling with her fate as Pastor Clayton's funeral is this week. She lashes out at Kat because Kat lashed out at Alfie for not getting the trainer. She tells him it's about the birth of Christ, not some silly trainers. I did get into an argument with someone over this scene, over the birth of Christ. Because
it wasn't me, was it?
What?
It wasn't me, was it?
No.
Okay, I feel like I'd remember.
No. Basically, I went on Instagram Threads. It's like the better version of Twitter. I know there's Blue Sky, but I have Instagram Threads.
Hey there, Mr. Blue Sky.
And obviously, I seen someone having an argument where it's like, "Whoa, why does everyone hate Christmas?" And then someone goes, "Okay, what is the meaning of Christmas?" The guy goes, "The birth of Christ, to celebrate Jesus." And I comment down below, "You claim to be a Catholic or a Christian, but yeah, you don't know when Christ is born. He's not born in December. He's born in March. Get it correct." And he never responded.
That's a Piggy classic. That's what Piggy was doing in like 2020, except he didn't have the fucking self-awareness to realize if you just do that to everyone, even people you talk to, you're just being a knob.
Yeah.
But he was doing that back in 2020, not realizing he was pissing people off.
Oh no.
I remember the days.
It's about the birth of Christ, not some silly trainers. Kat replies, "Well, you threw your fate in a bin." Landon storms off.
Bible in the bin. But yeah, the sentiment is the same.
She storms off at home and she vents to Patrick as she needs something to rant to. Patrick says he's going to the Queen Vic and it's Paul's death. It's Paul's death anniversary.
With a degree of severity. And Paul died. But yeah, it was Paul Truman's. There was an anniversary of his death.
We're bringing him back. Yolanda goes to church the following.
Oh mate, honestly, some people did genuinely say they mentioned him in the episode. Should we bring him back from the dead? No.
The next day, Yolanda goes to church and sees one of Clayton's victims. The woman is scared.
Well, I think they all specifically meet. They all specifically meet at a church together to go through.
She sees one of Clayton's victims. The woman is scared going, as she just doesn't believe anymore. Yolanda says they can go in together. They go in and they start talking with some tea. They're weak as individuals, but stronger as a unit. Sorry, I'm listening to Dashboard conversation while writing the notes. That was my. I was just listening to some like sad songs, and that was a line I had to put in. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm putting that in." They open up what they're doing over for Christmas. One of them replies, "They got 2 families coming over, and the school hamster to feed." What the fuck are you feeding a hamster at Christmas? You can't give him turkey. He's too small for the turkey. He'll choke on the turkey.
That's just not responding to my. Look, it's simple. You feed it food.
I know you feed it food, but what kind of food?
It's like it's carrots and shit.
Oh, I thought you were giving him a leg of a turkey, like.
No, he's not Tyson. Yeah, you have to be like a proper fuck. Nah, mate, it's probably poisonous for him. But also, imagine being the one fucker who's saddled with a skull rabbit. Like, oh, fucking hell. I've got a whole, 1,000 people, resting on me, making sure this fucking rabbit doesn't die.
We thankfully never had that in school. Because someone shot the rabbit.
I always like the SpongeBob approach, where they have an egg, and they have to protect the egg at all costs. But the egg isn't actually hatching because it's not a real egg. I don't remember the fucking SpongeBob episode that much. I'll be real with you.
And a choir comes in, and Yolanda goes up to the altar and breaks down in front of Jesus. She later meets up at the soup kitchen Like the community centre that is a soup kitchen because it's Christmas. We see
Can
a returning.
I just
Okay.
can I just generally? I mean, the point being about this thing is it's a very poignant time where a lot of these women who would have rejected their faith after the ordeal they were put through by Clayton, a man of God abusing their trust and abusing his position of power to inflict like malice. I guess malice is a word you can use for it. Like inflict suffering, inflict trauma on them. And a lot of them had probably never wanted to get back into a church, but together as one, they are united. It's that thing where they're still, they're not defined by what happened to them, right? And it's a really point where they're all just, it's how they've dealt with it. It's how they've gotten past it. And a lot of them are just like, big happy families still. Or some people are like, no, I'm just working at the soup kitchen, still like spreading virtue and like good, which is what Christianity inspires. And it's just the message was kind of like not letting Clayton rule them after he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very well done. And I mean, first it was the scope of the victims were much like scarier than we imagined because there were only 5 in the flashback. There were only 5 known in the flashback. There were more in this. So it's sad in some way, but, then a choir comes in and sings, and then Yolande sees the stained glass, which, like I said, stained glass are fucking great. Stained glass, like, pictures and shit in churches are fucking fantastic. Like, that's just, I mean, first, it's impressive how churches were ever built without fucking heavy machinery. Like, holy shit, man. How were they fucking built so sturdy and so beautifully in fucking years before? I was built by hand, man.
I got answers for that.
Mm.
Slaves.
Fucking hell, alright then. Merry Christmas and that.
You wanted an answer? You've seen the movies.
Look, I'm just inspiring some childlike wonder, right? You don't need to strike it down. But then she sees a picture of Jesus in the stained glass like murals. And it finally clicks. She feels comforted by religion for the first time since the assault. And she just kind of starts laughing. She starts crying. It's just a big moment. And like I said, despite not being religious or not really being particularly, I don't know. I guess I don't fucking know how to.
A man of faith.
Yeah, despite not being someone who believes in God, it still is important to get these scenes, and I do think it was really well done. And it's still interesting to see how faith will affect people, because it's cool that people can believe in something greater, because it feels like it gives life more meaning. That's a cool thing, and I always enjoy when we do get this stuff in these shows, like when Dot would have like a crisis of faith when something bad would happen. I think it's a cool thing that kind of, I always love when it's explored, because it's not something I'll ever really face.
Yeah, and I guess I'll finish wrapping up Yolanda's stuff. She goes to the community centre, and she later meets up at the soup kitchen where we see her returning Nigel Bates. It's Bates, isn't it? Bates. Whenever I say Bates, you say Bates.
I do not. You always say Bats, I always say Bates.
Very quickly to finish wrapping this, Phil is spending Christmas at the Mitchells, doesn't go so well, and as he leaves Yolanda asks for help. Phil doesn't help, but he sees Nigel and they talk. And to wrap it up, on Christmas Day, part 3, he's talking to Nigel. They've had takeout, and basically just Sharon comes over, and then she's like, I mean,
it's a thing where Phil's talking to Nigel, and Phil's talking about how everything's fine and he's doing great and he's clearly very happy and like everything's fine. But obviously Nigel is kind of like, yeah, I don't really know if I believe him. And then, as you're gonna say,
and then like Sharon comes over and Sharon's like, Teddy's got a 10-inch cock. Okay. So Phil, you feel alright, don't you? Yeah. You think you want to talk about Phil? no, I'm going to bed. You're free to stay, Nigel. Here's 50 quid. Here you lads. And then they just sit in the sitting room and Nigel Bates like, so Phil, what's wrong with him? And then Sharon just gives him his life story, and then he's like, I think we know the call.
Yeah, just, he's not really been the same after Kat left him, etc., etc. I mean, it's kind of a thing where, I suppose you want to say, does Sharon really say anything else? They both just agree to look after Phil a bit more. They like Nigel's got to stick around for a while. I mean, I think it's the intrigue about this is it's clearly just two men who don't know how to talk about what like the root of the problem. So they're just like talking about like all the superficial things. It's like, why can't we play the Poe's Fairy Tale in New York? And it's like, Phil, you hate your life. Yeah, but why do they censor the words? Phil, for fuck's sake, like, we know you've been struggling. Oh man, this bauble's been put on wrong. I'm gonna have to redo the whole tree. It's like, Phil, please, for fuck's sake. And obviously Nigel kind of hasn't elaborated on why he's actually back, and basically he's homeless, let's be honest, he's homeless. He's homeless, and the thing that's leading it over is he had a message from Julie saying, please come back soon, I love you, I miss you, or something like that. Who is Julie? Who the fuck knows? But it simply is it's an instance of the two men. I mean, it could be Julie. It says, yeah, it's Julie who was actually seen on the show for a year. But point being, it's two men of a few refusing to talk about the main problem. So they're talking about all the shit that doesn't matter, but none of them really want to talk about it because they don't know how. And I'm sure at some point it'll build to the point where they both finally actually open up and they actually talk about what the fucking problem is. But honestly, with all the things that people thought a ghost, and people thought fucking Ronnie was going to come back, and people thought that fucking, I don't know, the image of Peggy was going to appear, getting Nigel back is quite a nice treat. And I've never really watched much of Nigel. I obviously watched the scene where he tells Claire that her mum's dead, in that really fantastic scene where there's no actual talking, it's just image. Like, it's just like video. But he has that kind of like class that it works. It's like nothing ever changed. They both clearly show that they knew each other for a long time, and I don't know, you get called back in to have a lot of scenes with fucking Steve McFadden of all people. Like, fucking, all right then. It's the perfect storm. I have enjoyed them a lot.
He looks like, Nigel looks like he's fucking Tom Hanks from that fucking movie with the coconut.
What, from Castaway?
Yeah, Castaway. or Forrest Gump. Or as his bootleg figures are called, Mr. Limpman.
Does not look like Forrest Gump.
Yeah, older Forrest Gump, I guess, the beard and shit.
I only remember the good bit.
Yeah, we all remember the good bits of movies. We don't remember the bad bits. But sticking with
just like this fucking EastEnders Christmas episode.
No. Also, EastEnders have posted a picture saying one suspect, 9 victims. Or, I think that's what they said. And Kojo's not...
One man, one jar. Sorry.
And Kojo's not in the photo, I don't think. He's not in the photo. I'm just saying.
Herring?
I'm just saying, you've left Kojo out, lads. But I guess she did nothing to Kojo, really, except push him. But sticking with Ash, it's time. Give us the Ruby rundown.
Jesus. Well, all right, the Ruby rundown. So this week we get more of Ruby, Martin, and Stacey. I'm pretty sure as of last week, Stacey was about to tell Martin that she had feelings for him, but she found him after having the... Was it this week he had the liver transplant, or was that the end of last week?
It was the end of last week.
Yeah, so they had the liver transplant. The liver transplant. I don't know, fucking Scooby-Doo. It's fucking having a liver transplant. Fucking hell, come on, brain. Look, it's 10:35. Leave me alone. Stacey goes to tell him she sees Ruby there. In the episodes this week, she's once again just wanting to tell Martin, look, I'm interested in you. Is this going to be a thing? Please tell me so I know. But she goes to tell him the first time, and Ruby comes out in a towel. Jaw to the fucking floor. Just, what? What? But Martin, why? And and so it turns out that the Ruby's landlord has kicked her out of the flat, so she's now staying with Martin at Sharon's, whilst Roman's still in hospital. So it's yes, fingers crossed. And later on, Stacey wants to sit down with Martin and wants to tell him again, but she goes to tell him, and then she brings over some Chinese, and he's like, look, Martin, I want to talk about it. Come on, man. I want to fucking talk about it. And it's oh, Jesus. And then Martin goes, yeah, that kiss, terrible mistake. Should never happened. My head was all over the place. I'm sorry it happened. And then once again, Stacey just kind of goes, sound. And then has to awkwardly eat her food. Because she was obviously hoping that she eats the food, they have a big kiss, they get together, magic. But then you have to eat the food, just just eat your fucking poppadom, Martin. Fucking prick. And it's just more of Stacey wanting to tell Martin, but Martin just keeps on fucking. He just keeps getting predisposed for no real reason. On Christmas, is there any other Ruby stuff in terms of Ruby and Martin together, or is it mostly just the Stacey stuff? I don't.
It's mostly
it's
Stacey stuff.
But it's basically it once again, just like how Nish and Suki, it's like Roadrunner. And who's the other one? Speedy Gonzales?
What?
I think I'm mixing up Looney Tunes.
It's Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote.
Wile E. Coyote, there we are.
Speedy Gonzales, the Mexican. No. He's
it's another Looney Tunes property.
He's part of the Looney Tunes property, but I don't think he went, arriba, I'm going to catch this lad. No, he didn't do that.
Yeah, but all Roadrunner said was meat.
Yeah, he goes, meat, motherfucker, pulls out a gun. And
what does Wile E. Coyote do?
Well, he
doesn't fucking catch Roadrunner, does he? The fucking useless prick.
He caught him 4 times.
Oh, there we are. Yeah, all right, got it. I remember who Wile E. Coyote is now. Yeah, sound. Sorry, I just had. Maybe you shouldn't make references that you don't understand.
He had.
Right, it was a fucking bird.
Yeah.
He was the bird.
Roadrunner was the bird, yeah.
Mate, I've been thinking Wile E. Coyote's the fucking Elmer Fudd. I'll make you love all the Looney Tunes.
Elmer Fudd's the guy with the lisp.
Isn't Elmer Fudd the one with the shotgun?
Yeah, you're right, Elmer Fudd. And then there's Yosemite Sam, the other guy with the shotgun.
I'm gonna have a fucking breakdown of a Looney Tunes characters, man.
Speedy
Gonzales. I don't know.
Speedy Gonzales was the one Looney Tunes who got cancelled and then got uncancelled.
Look, it's not. I think it's perfectly okay to say all Looney Tunes characters are the same. I think that's a perfectly reasonable statement, and no one's going to yell at me for it.
Kind of. It's well, I mean, Elmer Fudd and Yosemite Sam. I can see.
Beware. I'm gonna catch a rabbit.
I can see you being confused.
I'm having a full-blown fucking mental breakdown. I'm gonna shave my head in a second.
We're catching rabbits. It's rabbit season. No, it's duck season. It's rabbit season. Duck season. Rabbit season.
Alright, I've sent Piggy spiraling too. Anyways, back to Ruby, Martin and Stacey. Yeah, but essentially, fucking. Fuck me.
what were you expecting? Fucking the Roadrunner to come and go, I'm catching a coyote today.
Martin is the Roadrunner. Stacey is Elmer Fudd. And Ruby is just meat. You know, whenever Stacey's nearly there, meat. Fuck off. And finally is it on Christmas or on Boxing Day? Stacey goes to tell Martin.
Christmas.
And Martin's just he's just having a kip. All right, don't tell anybody anything important on Christmas Day. Everybody has a kip. If you're over the age of 23, nah, I don't fall asleep in chairs yet. But like my brother does it. Like you catch him a bit late. He's fucking dozing off. Just he's having a bit of that. Martin dozes off and doesn't hear the whole thing, and then wakes up, and then oh shit, did you say anything? Nah, it wasn't saying anything worthwhile. Oh yeah, sorry, that's really bad of me. Anyways, and so Stacey still doesn't fucking tell him. And that is the Ruby Martin and Stacey stuff.
Can I just give you a wild, crazy fact about like Wile E. Coyote, if you don't mind?
Yeah, all right, Sam. Let's go.
He was going to have a movie released in about 2021, 2022, and John Cena was going to be in it as like I think a defense lawyer for him. So it was going to be Wile E. Coyote versus Acme, the company that makes all the traps in the show, and obviously.
Fucking if it wasn't the skin condition. Fucking, what's he doing? He's a fucking animal.
And obviously,
I don't think he's popping fucking zits.
And this has sparked a lot of controversy. Whether leaking something privately is a good thing or not, because the movie was, well, it was finished production. If my memory's correct, it finished production. They were going to release it, and then Warner Brothers, and I think that's the company, HBO, went, shit, we're losing money. We're cancelling the movie. So the movie's finished. Like, it's literally finished. All you need is someone on the inside going, alright, get that movie, release it. Like Batgirl got cancelled by Warner Brothers. I think that finished production as well. It's just Warner Brothers were cancelling movies because they kind of for the past 10 years.
Oh, they're funneling money.
Yeah, for the past 10 years.
Hemorrhaging cash.
Yeah, for the past 10 years they fucked up DC. Like Zack Snyder, I think he is. Like wanting everything dark and broody. No. I want my Joker going, you see that sandwich you had, Batman? It didn't have ham and it had horse testicles. And they just storms off. But yeah, that's my Wile E. Coyote.
Obviously, if the joke did that to you, you just keep munching. It's all meat to me.
What do you think I went to Tesco's when the horse mic came out? Controversy.
You tried. You tried to get to the fucking punchline, didn't you? Fucking hell.
Alright. Meep, motherfuckers. Beep, beep, I'm a sheep. I said beep, beep, I'm a sheep. I'm fucking fed up, mate. I'm gonna pull a shotgun in a second. Tell you what. Come on, Piggy, get it together. We kick off Monday's episode. This is main topic 3 now, alright, lads. We kick off Monday's
episode. We're talking about the Christmas episode now.
We're talking about the Christmas stuff that everyone's
Make a timestamp. So we've stopped talking about fucking Roadrunner.
Alright, I'll make a timestamp. Let me go back up here. I'll just pull it up 108.
Oh, have we? We have.
No, we haven't. Elmer Fudd's up next. There we go. Have it. So yeah, main.
Russ more of a Tom and Jerry guy, personally.
Fair enough. Where the fuck's my notes? There we go. We kick off Monday's episode as Elaine is listening to the audio recording by Cindy to David. George walks in and wonders what Elaine is listening to. She says a true crime podcast. She later sends a text from an unknown number to Cindy. The way I describe this is like, obviously, like when it's like John Cena's like, hi, I'm lost in Afghanistan, 500 quid please, I need your help to get home. And it's like, why is John Cena asking?
You're not John Cena.
It's just like,
more like John Wiener.
Like, obviously it's one of those fake scams, but you obviously don't fall for it unless you're old. And then you're like, John, the Prince of Nigeria needs my money.
Like, there's just a lot of like, it's just the small things that add up where it's like, hey, Cindy, lost my phone, lol. Please meet in park 7:30 XX. So, Junior, you only say, hey, sexy, you up. But she goes anyways because she's a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I believe the text message says something along the lines of saying, hello, it's Junior texting off a mate's phone. Please meet me in the allotment. I believe it's the allotment. I put it as the allotment here.
Yeah, I'd say it. I don't remember if it was, but I'm just going to blindly agree.
Cindy obliges and goes to the allotment. She sees Elaine. Elaine says, "Looking for someone?" Cindy says, "He's just here for someone." Elaine says, "Junior isn't coming," and that she knows. And Cindy plays dumb and says, What, man? What?
What?
Never knew that.
I just dropped my phone. What?
Elaine confesses she heard her and David talking, and Cindy thinks, You called David, why would you believe David? And Elaine says, No. She heard it from the bird recording CD by Freddie and Anna. As I left it in the Beale's eels to catch some robins chirping. Cindy asks her for the
I'm going to catch a robin. Oh, yeah.
Fuck off, Elmer Fudd. Cindy asks for the USB, but Elaine says no and wants her gone from the square by New Year's. Cindy later tries to get the USB from Elaine, but Elaine says 7 p.m. tonight, and we're feeling it all at the dinner table, and she wants Cindy up there for it. As the day turns to night, we see Cindy get very anxious, but in the Queen Vic, George does a toast saying, "Oh, I'm glad to have my brother, my son, and my daughters, all with me, and my new wife with me. And I'm very excited to have you all here." And then Elaine's like, "Okay, can't really do this now." It's kind of like blowing your beans in sex and then going, "Well, actually, it's my nanny's dead anniversary. She died today." Oh, thanks. And Elaine arrives and says, Elaine tells Cindy again, New Year's. Oh, hold on. Where the fuck have I got this? As the day turns to night, we see Cindy get very anxious, but Elaine arrives and says, "New Year's, I want you gone." We cut to Christmas Eve, where Elaine tells Cindy again, New Year's, she wants her gone. Cindy wants the USB, but it's gone. They both don't know who has the USB, but wouldn't you know, Secret Santa is a thing. And in Secret Santa, on Christmas Day, they see it's on Christmas Day, not all Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, we see Lauren and Peter have a disagreement. She wants to give Louis a present and spend time with him, but Peter doesn't allow it. But they allow her to join.
What a fucking knobhead Peter's being about childcare with Lauren.
But Peter doesn't allow it, but they allow her to join the Beales and Knights Christmas dinner. The Beales and Knights have Christmas dinner. George raises a glass for the Knights, and Ian raises a glass for the Beales. Later, we see people arrive for the annual Christmas drinks at the Queen Vic as they begin karaoke. Ian fucking nailed the Christmas song. I forget what song he sang. I think it was "Merry Christmas, Everyone" by Slade. And Billy obviously sang the song that makes you want to pull a shotgun out. Which Ash can give us the details on in a minute. Lauren tells Cindy that she has the USB and she's going to give it to Ian. Cindy is frantically looking for the USB. She later pulls Elaine and confesses to her to help her, but Elaine says you're on your own. And Cindy tells Elaine that Lauren...
There's a bit that was in the trailer where Elaine says, "I'm not going to help you with your mess."
And wouldn't you know it, Anna hands Ian his Secret Santa gift, and it's the USB. He gets George to play, thinking it's the greatest hits, but no, it's Cindy's confession. The Christmas greatest hits. As you heard before, Cindy confesses she's not happy in her relationship with Ian, as she sleeps with Junior, but when she closes her eyes, she thinks it's George. Ian throws a drink at Junior and absolutely socks one. Again, watching the fucking, like, the behind the scenes of this episode, mate, Adam Wodiak, he knows how to throw a good fake punch. I'm just saying, he'd be good in the wrestling. I think.
I mean, I know I've already kind of waxed, like, I've waxed philosophical about this shit anyways, but, like, the way they did the reveal is really interesting because they do it in threes. First, it's the fact of Cindy being like, I still love George. It's like, okay, boom. Elaine and George best just been married a month, boom. And then second, it goes, yeah, and I've been sleeping with Junior, boom. And then finally goes, because he reminds me with George. And then everybody's fucking like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And it's great. So do everything in threes. Like a compliment sandwich. Hey, I think you're really sweet. You fucking loser. You have nice hair. See, they're not going to think about the loser part, are they?
No.
Definitely not.
Cindy tries to get the USB to stop playing, but Ian takes it into the kitchen to hear the full confession. George ushers everyone to get out. Even the artist, Usher, would you believe it? Lauren just takes her seat and lets it all hang in the open. Culture goes upstairs.
Lauren's us. Lauren's just like, fucking get it all in. It's fucking great.
Yeah, Kojo goes upstairs. It's hard for him to take it all in. George goes upstairs and Kojo apologises. George says it's alright to tell a little lie every now and then. Then ushers Johnny, Anna, and Kojo out as he tells Elaine he slept with my wife, like Borat would say. Elaine says what and throws him out. Cindy just tells everyone they're shit and tries to get Ian back. Mate, she's like, you're shit, you have daddy issues, you have mommy issues, you're shit. You have a small penis, and I love small penises, but you're exceptionally small, Junior. Like, no wonder they call you Junior. You know, your dad was slinging, you're not slinging. And by the way, Anna and Gina, I never liked you. You were horrible to me. Peter.
Oh, you guys, you're gonna get sad that I'm gonna leave again. Grow up only lost once, pussy-o. It's like, you caused their pain, man. You walked out on them. Fucking hell. But like, just everyone. George, fuck you. Why'd you even give a shit, you fucking loser? Junior, you got daddy issues. You don't even clear the fucking bar. Ian, pathetic, loser, bitch made. Peter, stupid dickhead. Why are you still living at home? Lauren, yeah, you burned your own family, didn't you? You fucking alky. Like, just everyone. Everyone's in the firing line. I like the most unreasonable part. I mean, first it's obviously Cindy trying to get away with it. Like, oh, but it wasn't even me though. It was basically just everyone else, not me. But really, it was just a kind of constant, like, it's not my fault. But she just lets it rip to everyone. And the most unreasonable parts are probably Anna and Gina, who are reasonably upset that their mum's going to be leaving them again, just after she's shown up in their lives for like a year and a half. But they get both barrels anyways.
Yeah. It's kind of like if you have an alcoholic mother or father at Christmas and you were expecting a gift and then your father or mother is just pissed drunk and they're like, so what, pussy? You're a loser. You're never going to get married. You're a loser. You're pathetic. So what, you want an Xbox 360? No one gives a shit about your life. Just a sad little creature who'll die alone. Alright, thanks. Merry Christmas to you too. Ian and Cindy talk, and Cindy nearly gets Ian back in the fold. But he's grown. He's ripped off that toxic suit. He says, you made me lose my family. How can I love you? He packs her suitcase and he drags her down the stairs and throws her out and throws her suitcase beside her. Wish he hit her on the head, to be honest. Cindy goes to get a tube, but the silly bitch doesn't realise it's closed because it's Christmas Day. She leaves and books an Uber. And as standing on the square, we see someone knocks her over with a snow shovel. We also see Gina leave, Junior phoning Cindy, Kathy walking down the stairs, Ian wrecking the sitting room and leaving, Peter drinking, and George boxing. And the following episode, but the continuation of this, is we see Kathy and George arrive to the scene. Cindy has moved, technically, I think. She's moved. And they phone an ambulance for her. And we also see that Elena is getting blankets for them because George told her to. Kojo is arguably confused, and Johnny is like, I guess I have to mind the kids. And so he has to mind the kids. They go get blankets for her, they bring her to the hospital, and wouldn't you know it, Ian arrives late, and it's one of my favourite, just because of how, like, he says it. He arrives, does Ian, and he's like, and George's like, where the fuck have you been, mate? My fucking ex-wife's nearly dead here because of you. And he's like, I see in my dead daughter's grave, you prick. It's like,
One thing I will just kind of go into, because we did already go into it and all the content we did, but it's still the Christmas Day revelation that somebody smashes Cindy over the head with massive fuck off snow shovels. Like, oh shit, is he dead? Oh, is she dead? Oh shit, they're doing Who Killed Cindy? Oh shit. And then immediately it's like, nope, she's not dead, it's fine. But they're still doing Who Attacked Cindy, which, you know, is the kind of worthwhile it's the worthwhile payoff for making Cindy so criminally unlikable, but in a good way.
Who attacked her?
But yeah, it was kind of a funny way that they. I mean, honestly, that's probably the entire reason why it wasn't released early, is just so people didn't immediately start going, "She's dead, she's dead, she's dead," and then it left a bit more to the imagination.
I agree, but my problem is you have so many storylines you have to wrap up by February. I know some will linger by the new director into the coming months. But there's so many. I know Nish is probably wrapping up next month.
Oh, Nish is dead on New Year's Day. I know
Uh,
I said he's not making out of 2024. New Year's Day exists.
Obviously, to me, I think something big is going to happen where he will be the one. He will bring someone down with him. Who it is, we don't know. Personally, I want it to be Eve, just so the Eve Tyler fandom can get pissed off. That's not happening.
I mean, because we're probably not. We're probably just chilling on the video front. Like, we're not gonna fucking do it. Like, after this, there's probably just gonna be a couple of days where there's no video because fuck it, we're tired. It's Christmas. Who the fuck cares? But fucking, I could probably make a case that Nish is gonna kill Vinny on New Year's Day. But that's like the third time I've been heavily predicting that Vinny's gonna die. So what's even the fucking point anymore? I've already done this whole spiel twice.
And obviously, that will be paid off soon. But we also have Bianca locked up like a dog in a shed, on Christmas, where you get them sad adverts by the RSPCA. Where it's like, dogs are not just for Christmas; they're for life. Fair enough. But my dog did show my present this morning, so I'm debating whether he is just for Christmas or for life, love. You know, but yeah, Bianca's locked up. In a fucking storage unit. Sonia's returning next month, sort of, and is gonna have a lot of questions. And Reese hasn't got his comeuppance. Nish is probably getting his comeuppance, and we still haven't got a clear payoff to the 6. Because to me, it needs a clear payoff. We also, by the way, I forgot to mention, we also learned that Billy and Honey are getting married on the anniversary week. So that's probably when the Queen Vic fire happens and they get everyone out and someone dies. But it's not Ruby.
Or multiple people even. Or multiple people even.
Would you be happy if it was Callum?
I wouldn't give a shit, really.
I would honestly do the Reddit videos like the day he's dead, just like to see the fandom be like split 50-50, where it's like, oh no, Callum.
If we get another comment where it's like, you guys just spread so much hate about Max. I don't fucking care about Max, man. For him, it's the worst day of his life. For me, it's Tuesday.
Gay Tuesday. Why? Have you never heard of Gay Tuesday?
No.
Gay. There's the two cameras so we can see Ash's full reaction. Gay Tuesday is a day where you're allowed to be gay on a Tuesday. So if you want to suck your homie's dick, you can. It's Gay Tuesday. You're allowed to. So the one day where you're allowed to. Obviously, if you are a homosexual, you're still allowed to do that. But just straight man, you're allowed to do it on Gay Tuesday. So yeah, there you go. There's Gay Tuesday lore for you. So yeah, continuing on. They call an ambulance. Everyone arrives. They're in the hospital.
I'll suck the homie's dick when I want to, man.
Don't limit me to
fuck all these labels.
Just the Ash in the foot. He's like in Interstellar where he's banging on the fucking door and he's just seeing his mate get.
I'm just blown. Everything like, why is everything I've done led me to this point in time? I'm fucking having a breakdown about Looney Tunes and Gay Tuesday.
Look, mate, I'll suck your dick on Gay Tuesday. Don't you worry.
I'm good, mate. I don't want you to go anywhere near me.
Yeah, it's fair enough. And obviously, yeah. So everyone arrives. DCI Arthur confronts Kathy. He's like, "You've no alibi," and Kathy's like, "Shit, not
alibi
again.
These nuts, bitch." And then obviously he has to stop investigating her because it's against the law.
And obviously George goes
a law called No Interrogation Tuesday.
No Interrogation Wednesday. You can see why Epstein got off. Well, that was a bit out of line. But so obviously George goes to George Jr. and it's like, "Yo, why are you leaving?" He's like, "I want to see Xavier." And I was thinking, you would never give a shit about your son until now. Very suspicious. And he packs his shorts, he packs his tracksuit bottoms, his underwear. And George's like, "You gotta be very suspicious, Junior, if you leave now." And Junior's like, "Dad, you can't control me. I'm 26, I have the hairline of you. Leave me alone. You gave me these jeans, so fuck you.
And then he packs the jeans into the suitcase.
Yeah.
Bit of misdirection for you.
And he's like, all right, I'm not winning this argument. He goes to Kojo and he's like, okay, Kojo, remember when I said it's not all right to lie? I need you.
I lied.
I lied. I need you to lie for me. No, you're not in trouble. I need you to say, you are my alibi. I need you to say, and don't get mad, Kojo. I need you to say that that I was with you all night. And Kojo's like, do I have to? And he's like, yeah, you do, mate. And Kojo's like, fair enough. Do I get a toy car? You do. Yay. So yeah, that's the entire week of episodes. Merry Christmas. And now we're into the final section. We are going to quickly discuss our favourite moments. Unless Ash wants to actually leave it and do it another time.
Let's do the awards and I'll hype myself up.
Okay, underrated.
Cindy Beale.
Cindy Beale for you.
Fantastic week for Cindy. Look, everybody wants that everybody wants that moment where you tell all of your family that they're all shit and you hate them all as much. Like, everybody wants that moment. And she got to do it to literally everyone. Fuck you, Elaine, you old bitch. Oh, you're gonna fucking melt next, you fucking old cow. It's gold. And it takes a certain kind of person to be able to deliver it. And Cindy fucking nailed it fantastically.
Underrated for me, Nigel's hairdresser. The person who had to put that wig on Nigel. I'm assuming it's a wig.
It's not a wig, mate. He's just a 60-year-old man.
Fair enough. But I'm still going to go for the hairdresser. That done his.
Don't think that's a wig, mate. I think he wishes it was a wig and he had a full head of hair under it.
So I'm going for Nigel. The Keanu Taylor Award of Excellence.
Phil's ability to lie about his feelings. Yeah, I'm doing great. Love Christmas. Yeah, I love Christmas. It's the best time of the year. Christmas is great. Hallelujah. What you Phil? You don't need to lie. What do you mean? I love Christmas. It's great. Like, Phil, you want to show a bit of emotion? Love Christmas. It's like me during that video essay. Oh yeah, there's a little self dig.
Obviously, I'm going for the snow shuffle.
Yes, very stiff.
Very stiff. I'm also going for the person who had to hit her. Like, obviously, if you...
Oh, fuck me, lethal shot, man. The donk was spectacular. It's a proper, like, clunk. It's great.
No, because what I'm thinking is, because obviously they didn't actually hit Michelle Collins. They obviously didn't hit
What?
her.
What? No way.
I
didn't actually hit her. I thought she was dead. Oh, what?
Like, my favourite thing is right, so they show the behind the scenes, and I fucking love it. It's like, Michelle, we're going to hit you with the snow shovel, right? So he winds it up, and then he just, it hits her like
I've
there.
played an absolute blinder there.
It just hits her right there. And then it's like, now we're going to get a stunt double, and you're going to lay on the ground. But my favourite thing is just imagining him in the, like, you know, like how when they're animating movies and they need, like, horse, like, chopping through the woods, like, jumping through the woods, so they get, like, coconuts and shit. Just imagining the guy in the room, the snow shovel, just hitting it on the thing. Just, that doesn't sound realistic. Oh, that doesn't sound realistic either. Fuck. Hey, Michael, come here for a second. Just fucking doink him. But yeah,
Why is that the funniest joke I've made all year? Fucking took you for a ride with that one. But no, yeah, I just to tell this dumb story, just to celebrate the end of the year. Fucking, me, Jake, and the mate Ruben went to a festival one year. The only festival I've ever been to, and we met someone, who'd introduced us. And you know when you do like a magic trick, you like the ooh. Oh, it's gone. Well, this really funny girl did that, but only had like only had like 3 fingers on her hand, anyways. So she did the fucking ooh. And obviously, I don't know, she had some conditions, so she only had like 3 fingers or some shit. But my mate Ruben, who was never the most subtle guy, just goes, What? What the fuck? Where'd they go? Where'd they go? And we're just like, Ruben, shut the fuck up. She's not actually got those fingers, man. What? You say you not get any fucking fingers? What? It's like, Ruben, shut the fuck up, man, please, for fuck's sake.
You're still in,
She might get upset.
you still in contact with old Ruben?
No.
Ah,
He's busy doing coke and somewhere, probably. Let's be honest.
all right. And the
Or for the dub, drugs.
and that's what being dubbed. And obviously, for the final award, who needs slapping down? Cindy.
Junior, not Junior, George. George's reaction to Cindy was very strange because he's first it's a bit weirdly possessive. Like, she's not your wife, you are partners, first and foremost, George. And second, you've just got married to Elaine saying, I choose you, you are the one I want to be with. He's been sleeping with my wife. It's like, George, don't know if that fucking concussion's coming back to haunt you. That's not your wife anymore. Yeah, George needs slapping down. But also, it's a red herring. His fucking shirt's bloody because he was using the fucking punching bag, for fuck's sake. Come on. Anybody who's punched he was punching a punching bag hard as fuck with no hand wraps on.
And just like finish it off, some of our favourite EastEnders moments of the year. I want to start it off with George Knight's not racist dad, because someone told us he's not racist, he's just from a different time, which is
not racist. He's allowed to say the colour of that man's skin.
Yeah, no, but it's the way he delivers it, lad. Bit different. It's a bit different going, there's a coloured guy over there and going, there's a black guy over there. It's like, what the fuck? No, there's two clearly distinct things over there, lad. There's clearly, you're saying it two different ways, lad. Calm down. And the other one is, my other favourite moment of the year was obviously, what is his name? Fucking, not Will. Yeah, Will nicking the money. Like, because he got fucking honey trapped. Because someone wanted his pictures.
He did get catfished.
He got catfished. I loved it.
Right, actual highlights of the year. Yolande's whole sexual assault storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible stuff as a whole. Just elevates Angela Winter, who is obviously a great actress, but was always generally put in that supportive kind of role. You know, the role where you just kind of are a shop worker or some shit, and you just say like, how are you doing, Ian? Oh, I'm not doing well. Cindy's been cheating on me again. Oh, Lord. You know, just fucking that nonsense. So, like, Yolande's kind of... She was brought back with a fucking intention. Like, she was... And to think that at some point in time, she was pretty much discarded because they went, I just don't know what bloody storylines to give you. It's like, just give her any storyline. She'll fucking nail it. Like, come on. And she really took atop the throne because we're at a stage where most of the long-running, like, I'm gonna just say the word matriarch. I don't know if Yolanda has any kids, but I mean this may be a dumb thing to fucking say, but I'll just have a little double check. But you know, like, does she have any kids? No, she doesn't have any kids apparently. So. And fuck me, I fully derailed myself. Doesn't have any kids. Fuck, where the fuck was I going with this? I had some really big poignant fucking thing. Oh yes, okay. So I was gonna use the word matriarch because that's what you kind of do. You have the like great. You basically have the show's nan. You have the show's like grandmother who is there when they're struggling and will be that like ear to talk to and will always support you during those dark times, quite like a lot of people's nans were. Like my nan, fucking great. Didn't expect much from me, just wanted me to see her once every week, which we always did. We'd just get the unbridled love and attention. It's just what you need. Sometimes you just need a bit of nan. Like one of her Christmas cards said, lots of nan. That's what we all need. We all need lots of nan. And someone acts that role in the EastEnders. Usually was Dot. Dot would usually play that character, the doting grandmother type. If your nan's dead, well, Dot's there. So fucking... And she's going to say the same shit your nan would. And she's... Like, no one was really going to take that role. Like, who do you have? You have Big Mo. Is Big Mo going to become everybody's nan? No, he's fucking not. That's not who the character is. but this has kind of helped Yolande ascend to that like older character, but still has that status because she is, a fucking well-traveled actor and has spent a lot of time and is a veteran actor still getting work at her age. And that's kind of like Patrick and Yolande have been elevated dramatically to be like the granddad and the nan of the square. And I think that's been a truly remarkable change. I do agree with you. The George and Eddie stuff with Gloria. I think as much as we've kind of taken the piss out of Chris Clenshaw for his short stints, I think one of the biggest success stories of this era is rejuvenating these characters who may have never really had, like, the only character I'd say he really ruined was Ryan Malloy. Like, that's the only character I'd really say he ruined by having him return. Because he was there to cut off Stacey's child support, which then led for Theo to come into play, and etc., etc. The rest is history. So the short stints have been great. It's really made a lot of people. It's made tons of characters who may have been seen as dead or uninteresting have returned, and there's been a little update to the story, and we get to see what they're doing now, and a little update now on. Cool to see Chrissy, cool to see David, cool to see. Fuck, who else on a short stint?
Who done a short stint?
Jane, yes. But, just these characters just to refresh and build on the history. So, full credit to that. And in general, the short stints of some of these characters, well, even if they're not returnees, like Stevie Mitchell is probably the fucking most charming newcomer, despite only being in about 20 episodes. Alan Ford carried that role so fucking well. It's unbelievable. Funny moments, serious moments, and it really brought a new, fresher paint to the Mitchells, bringing in the new Mitchells, the Knights. So much good shit this year in terms of it. If we want to give some... do you have anything else to glorify about this year? Because I can do more, but I can also go into some bad points.
Yeah, I'm just going to very quickly... sorry, I was replying to someone because I was added in the Fortnite group chat, and they were like, "We need you, Piggy." And I'm like, "I'm fucking recording. Hold on, lads. Hold on." But I had like all my positives I've said, but I've never really said my negatives. If that's all right to say.
Yeah.
Like I've glorified that he did great in short stints like David Wicks, Jane Beale, Ryan well, not really Ryan, but kind of in that sense. Lucas, when he made sporadic appearances, those kind of returns.
The refreshing of the characters.
Yeah, the refreshing of the characters. Obviously, he has failed in a sense of reading the room, I want to say. In some instances, I want to say. Like, I understand maybe it's because we're jaded. We're not jaded, because Jaded isn't the film. We're both kind of interested in EastEnders.
I mean, we're still pretty engaged.
Yeah. But I guess the problem arises, we are weekly watchers. Like, we record this. The only month we really react to the content is December, but we do watch this, and then we have to type out, what did you think of this episode? What did you think of that episode? And we obviously have to like talk about it to a camera. It is a bit different. You do become a little bit less interested. But watching this,
it's just a bit. Well, it's harder to live in the moment in a sense. It's harder to be very like, oh, this happened. It's harder to be as excited for everything as a whole when you are reviewing it week by week, fucking segment by segment.
And obviously where I'm going with this is like, obviously we make the jokes, and obviously if you've seen the live stream, we went the minute Cindy was hit with the snow shovel, we went, oh yeah, time for 3 videos now. But what I'm trying to get at, watching this weekly, monthly, like yearly, we've been nearly watching it for 2 years now. Well, I have. My one problem is sometimes it doesn't add up like you've been rewarded for watching it, if that makes sense. It's like, it just happens. Like, Nish is somehow a supervillain. Like, he can somehow escape prison and yet no one is looking for him. I know that is more a problem with soaps in general, because it's like, well, the police are looking for him but they can't find him. And I'm like, yeah, well, just barely check the empty flat. I understand that's more of a criticism of soaps in general, because sometimes soaps do have to bend the barrier and be like, yeah, we can do this because it's a soap. My also other criticism is storylines just lingering too long. Like, obviously, to me, one of the weakest storylines. Obviously, excited for at first was Debbie's storyline with Reese. That was a good storyline to me, at least at the start it was. But it's just like,
it's gone on so long.
I get that actors have to take time out to see their families, to record some other stuff. But like,
wasn't Reese introduced in late 2022?
I can give a brief rundown.
It was around the time of Dot's funeral, right?
I can give it.
Yeah, go on then.
Sorry to interrupt you. Sorry to make this like very. I will give you a fucking rundown. Just listen. Sorry to be like a teacher, but he was introduced in December 2022, where we got the cameo from Beale, like where he was talking to someone. But he was introduced. It was Cindy. Yeah, he got introduced at Dot's funeral. He played the tuba or whatever it was with it's Sonia, and then in 2023 he had a secret. Ooh, and I believe it's St. Patrick's Week of 2023, it found out he had a wife called Debbie. And later on, it found out he was scheming some things. He was stealing money. He was doing this and that. He was getting away with blue murder, basically, as some people would say, blue murder. And he was just like scheming his way through shit. And and then this year, obviously, they killed Debbie off, and Sonia had to go film stuff for Channel 4. But it's just like, if you knew Sonia in advance, or Natalie Cassidy was going to be off screen for like months, you could have literally just delayed the storyline. I know it would have been shitter.
Yeah, but they wanted to crescendo it for the 40th.
I know, but wouldn't it be
like it's just the issue is they wanted to have Sonia in a prominent role for the 40th, as she is kind of
a mainstay.
She is both a mixture of fucking Carol, Pauline, fucking long-running character on the show, been there for years. Very identifiable. Everybody knows who Sonia is. Everybody knows about the fucking trumpet. Like, they wanted her in a very prominent position ahead of the 40th. But the Reese stuff, it's taken so fucking long. And like, we do joke about other people being like, where's fucking Bianca? It's like, look, Patsy Palmer lives in America. She's a DJ. It's being filmed around Christmas. She's probably home for Christmas, for fuck's sake. Like, Patsy, don't spend Christmas with your kids. Spend it with EastEnders. Like, no, fuck off. But I don't know. I think I definitely do agree. It feels like it's been a problem where they've had to kind of artificially lengthen the storylines.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, because initially it's like really thought out, really well planned. All these Easter eggs and details are really cool. But like Nish, for example, Nish just fucking escapes out of prison. And he's just been farting around. Like, it's not like there's danger because Nish is around. Even if they've tried to be like, oh, it's fucking dangerous, Nish is here. But he's been existing on the show, waiting for Suki and Eve's wedding. But not being searched for. No one gives a shit about where Nish is anymore right now at this time. Reese is off screen currently, but still, he killed Debbie in August, and we felt like we had Reese every single fucking week. Until now, because it needs to be the story for the 40th anniversary. Like, I don't know. The Six stuff still hasn't wrapped up, which is fine. But like, it's taken so long. I think we've all generally lost a bit of faith in where it's going. Because we're having to stretch more and more, and it's like, you're giving us less fucking rope, man. Like, if you gave us more rope, you gave us more good shit to munch on, we'd stop complaining about the small shit. Because then it doesn't matter, because you're still getting fed. You're still fucking stretching. You're still being able to fucking hold on. But it definitely has started to... It's started to show its wear, I think.
Right, because I don't want to sound like a negative Nancy, right? I don't want to get across like Chris Clencher has greatly improved my watching of EastEnders.
Yeah.
But the problem, I feel like I'm not being rewarded. I get like certain people have certain schedules. Like Patsy Palmer can't be there every single week filming 55 scenes. I get that. I don't give it, like, I get she has kids and all that, and I'm happy for her. And like, I'm not expecting her, like, well, Patsy, I know your son's like, let's just say, going into college. I know your son's going into college and he's graduating, but we really need you for this Reese scene. I know he's graduating, Well, get the fuck over here. Like, I get that. But my one problem is I'm not being rewarded for watching, because usually I expect a soap to go on for about 3 months, the storyline, either like a month to 3 months, and then it's wrapped up. But the Reese storyline, it's been going on for like 7 months, and there's no conclusion yet, because Sonia's just farting around in prison, and Bianca's just locked up in a storage unit, and it's like there is no payoff for this yet. I need a payoff. I know you can't really get Patsy Palmer in a fucking storage unit every day, but could you not just at least like go, alright, we're going to spend 1 day here, we brought a spare pair of clothes, we're going to put you in this storage unit, just do different scenes, and kind of show us Reese
Yeah,
going
just still have her be present.
Yeah,
you only start to miss someone when they're gone, and there's a way to do it so they don't feel gone.
Like I get it might take away from like this big storyline taking place, but I feel
it's like Lola, for example. They did all these like videos for Lola to film. I know it's because she's dying, and in storyline it made more sense to do it. But like they made all the stories for Lola. It feels like fucking Lola had more video messages than fucking Patsy Palmer has, and she's still filming on the fucking show. We were still seeing notes from Lola about fucking 2-3 weeks ago, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
like obviously it's different schedules and shit, but
yeah, and I get that, but I'm just like, this Reese storyline has just existed. It's just existed, and it's like, why? Can we not? I get you on like the 40th, the big killer's going to be outed. Ooh, after one killer's already been killed, next week, hopefully. God, if Nish makes it past New Year's,
if Nish survives, who the fuck? What's the point?
We're finishing.
Like even last year where Stacey's main run storyline throughout the year was Theo, but then about 1 week into December they go, oh yeah, and Theo is gone, then he's in prison, and we're never going to see him again. It's like, what? Yeah, Stacey's main villain is Jack. It's like, well, then you just fucking slept together about 2 days ago. What the fuck do you mean? Theo's been making Stacey's life a misery for the last like fucking 6 months. Yeah, Theo's gone now. Your new dad's gonna be great. It's like, what? What do you fucking mean?
But
yeah, I suppose just to keep it going though, it's not like we're like particularly like fucking lamenting. Like we've still enjoyed the year fundamentally. It's been a good year for the show. I don't think it's been as good as 2023. Like, but that's not really 2023 was like, whoa, fuck. 2023 was more-ish. It was like the fucking Hulu. It's like, oh, fucking hell. Oh, God. Oh, there's more fucking hell. How many fucking, oh, God. Fucking, yeah. Oh, Cindy's back. Oh, fucking, oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck, I'm so full. Like, last year was genuinely like must see. You need to fucking watch this, and you're probably going to watch it when it airs because it is really good shit. And this shit's still been very good and it's been very strong. But as said before, it's just it's unsurprisingly, planning about 3 years of television, especially a soap, is quite fucking hard. Yeah. So at some point you reach the end of your week and you can't plan as efficiently as you wanted to, or now you have to make illusions, but like now you have to make like different alterations to the script because the actor's not going to be about and they're on a break because it's just been a big anniversary, so we got to fucking do this then, and like there's a lot, but like fundamentally it's still been a very good year for the show. It's just not as good as last year, which is its biggest like dark spot. But in any other year surrounded by shitty years, this is great.
But I will want to end this off on a positive note. One of my favourite introductions of this year has been both Kojo and the new Mitchells. They were fantastic. I get to make the joke whenever we do past so if we do like podcasts for like, let's just say EastEnders 20 years ago and Billy's in it, I love doing the joke. It's like, where's Billy's brother? And then obviously you get Ash not being like obviously he doesn't want to take part in the jokes, like, didn't exist yet. I'm like, I know. But where's his brother? He didn't exist yet. Grow the fuck up. You're 21. Alright, sorry. But the new Mitchells have been fun. I've been enjoying Stevie. Well, when Stevie was there, I've enjoyed Teddy, Hardy, and Barney. Barney's my favourite Mitchell. And Nicola is pretty good as well. She's not the definitive soft bitch because I still think that's Cindy.
Oh, that's Cindy.
Yeah.
No one's knocking her off that pedestal yet.
But my one thing is they've done great on that, and I think that's where I want to end it. Like, obviously, I get people have criticisms. You're allowed to have criticisms, but there's a difference between criticizing it and then criticizing every single detail about the show. Like us, if we just criticize like what we didn't like, that's all right. But if you go, I didn't like this episode, why? The cast is shit, the writing shit.
The writers don't know what they're doing. They're just. It's like, guys, please. There's layers to it, right?
Yeah. Like, obviously.
No, Karen.
Like, obviously, there's a difference between us going, okay, we don't like this, and just pointing out what we don't like. But if you constantly got the writers are shit, the actors are shit, they don't know what they're doing, the cameras are shit, the production's shit, the studio's shit, Chris Clencher should be fired. It's like, okay, but are you watching the same product? Again, we all have different opinions about what we want our EastEnders or soap to look like. But it's like, there comes a point where eventually your favorite thing, if it's like The Simpsons, there comes a point where your favorite era of The Simpsons has ended, and it continues on because it's a long running program. Just like for many fans, the golden age of EastEnders is the 90s or the 2000s. So that's what people grew up with. Just like there's going to be fans, and that's going to be, no, there's not. There is. Just like there's fans who missed the 2018 to 2021 era. It's going to be fans of all different kinds of era.
For sure.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
I fully. It's completely apt. There is a time where the show that you love may not represent what you love about the show.
Yeah.
And it's about whether. I mean, obviously, I'd seen someone made a pretty good depiction about suggesting it's like supporting a football team, you know? Once you've seen a couple of seasons, you've seen the ups and downs, you've seen the highs, you've seen the lows. At some point, you do generally just reach like a kind of middling stage where it's like you're still there because you feel obligated to do it because you have spent so much time, but also you're not enjoying it as much as you used to because you don't really like the way it's going. And like, you're posed with a choice, right? You're posed with a choice. Do you keep ramming your head into do you keep eating the food that you know you don't like? Or do you just decide, you know what, I've been eating this food for like 5 years now. I think I want to try something different. I want to try something new. I want to like see if my taste buds are different. I want to like experience something different. And it's a thing that most people never really seem to do. Because it's a weird thing, where a lot of people who vehemently say they hate the show are still the same people who are in every single fucking subreddit being like, I fucking hate the fucking show, shit show. I think the shows that Chris Clencher should be fucking fired. It's like, I don't know. It's people are scared to let go of things, and I don't really think it's it's not just a soap thing at all. Like, it's just in general, people are scared to fucking kill relationships if they're toxic. But you don't want to be alone. Like, you don't want to stop watching EastEnders because it's your favourite fucking show and you've been watching it since you were fucking 12. But it's no longer the show that you knew that you loved. Are you different? Is the show different? Whatever the fuck the matter is. But it's just, I don't know. It's just an interesting quandary that all soap fans go through. But I still have the example, and I'll wrap it back round, then you can finish it off. But like last year, or this year rather, I was fucking sick of Coronation Street. I was fucking fed up. I was like, this show's shit. I don't fucking like it. I'm not enjoying any of the storylines anymore. They'd be announcing new storylines, but fuck it, another fucking 3-year-long storyline. Cheers, Coronation Street. Can you make the show good now? Can you make the show good now? Please make the show good today. But I took like a 3-month break from it. Went, fuck it, who cares? I didn't watch from about Christmas till about 3 months in, so March. And then I went back and watched it. Kind of watched it all in a big burst. Watched over like a month and caught up. Generally, I caught up. And after that little 3-month break, suddenly I'm enjoying the humor a bit more. Suddenly, I'm enjoying the characters a bit more. I'm not entirely loving the direction of it because I still can acknowledge that even though I may have been enjoying it less, I still can acknowledge that maybe the direction isn't exactly where I'd like the show to be. And it's still not necessarily fixed now, let's be honest. Coronation Street's not been great now, but I did take a break from it, and it actually improved me watching it entirely. But like, I don't know. I think it's just it's like an all or nothing because you can still tangentially watch and kind of like get bits. But like, I will never understand the people who are like, I fucking hate this show. It's shit. I skip all the scenes of the people I don't like, and then they just watch like 2-person scenes, and it's like, what's the fucking point of the show? Like, what's the fucking point?
It's this could be a very weird comparison, but just stick with me. It's like when you are a child and then you suddenly hit your years as a teenager,
Never been that.
and
I'm an
everything,
adult.
and then you're an adult. It's just like life changes so fast. Like, I know people don't like Big Mouth, but the theme of Big Mouth, where it's like, I'm going through changes. I know that's an actual song. I just couldn't think of the song's name. But I'm going through changes is a perfect thing. Because we all once are a child so happy to see Santa Claus, and we're so excited to see him. We're so excited for Christmas. And then you're a teenager, you're kind of iffy. You're like, is Santa real? Is he not? And I'll let you be the judge of that.
He is, of course.
I'm not letting you, like, if you want to believe he's fake, you can believe that. If you want to believe he's real, you can. I'm not going to laugh at you for believing he's real. I fucking dress up as him for 4 days a year. And then you grow up to be an adult.
None of which are recorded.
I think you grow up to be an adult, and then you just realize a new perspective of Christmas. And it's like, maybe Christmas isn't that worthy. Maybe Christmas isn't for me anymore. Maybe.
I mean, I too had that kind of sobering reality this year where I'm like, Christmas was fun, but fuck me, it's a lot of effort for not much payoff. Like, it's a good day. It's a fun day, but like,
yeah. It's just that kind of thing where, you will eventually grow up, and then the things you love will slowly, you stop loving them.
Change, mature.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing that we all go through. Like, obviously, I collect wrestling figures and DVDs and fucking some Indiana Jones figures and some Spider-Man figures. Am I eventually going to grow up?
Some say your dad's hoping that your phase will end soon.
He's been hoping it. I remember before I continue my tangent. I remember he sat me down when I was like 15 or 16, and he was like, "I've got to stop collecting, son." I went, "When I'm 18, and then I'm 21 now." And my dad keeps going, "Gonna stop collecting soon, son. You'll have no room in that room." When I'm 30, but yeah, it's kind of just you get older, things change, but you shouldn't hate watch. Hate watching is one of the most toxic things you can do. You can go, "The sub isn't for me. I'll leave it at that." Put your little cowboy hat down. Elvis has left the building, and then maybe come back in 2 years.
Just like when SpongeBob leaves, he leaves with a stick over his shoulder and the little pouch on the back. Just say, all right, this ain't for me anymore.
And then maybe like in a year or two you can come back, or maybe even 6 months, maybe 10 months, you can come back and go, actually, let's see, do I still enjoy it? And if the passion is there, it's there. But again, I don't like people who hate watch. Like, I'm the wrestling community, so I obviously see the weird side of it, just like people going, "I fucking hate this company. Wow, this company's drawing low numbers. Wow, this company fucking sucks. They're doing shit storylines." Think of the other side where people are like, "Can you just watch it? Can you just watch it and enjoy it? If you don't enjoy it, leave." And obviously, I see both sides of that, and I obviously see it in the EastEnders community as well, because I do the Reddit videos with Ash. And it's just like, there comes a time where sometimes you just have to grow up and realize it isn't for me. And that's all I want to finish it off on. Like, there's going to be people who are fans of us. They're going to eventually grow up, or are already old and are dying, and they're going to like leave, and we'll be all right with that.
I don't know what you think our demographic is, mate.
It's a bunch of 30.
I think our demographics about 30-year-olds.
That's why I said older and dying.
At the age of 30.
But yeah, that's my final send off. I know that's a bit dark, but yeah, just everything you love will change eventually.
Well, it's not like everything you love is going to be shit. No, but it's not like it's just. I mean, it's like another year passes. Some stuff stays the same. Some things changes. Fundamentally, we've made a lot of good changes this year that I think has been good for the channel, and we've grown a lot as people once again, continuing to develop in this weird fucking world that we all live in. Some things aren't going to hit the same at a certain age. Some things are going to stop. You're just not going to enjoy it as much, and sometimes it's better to just cut the thread than just keep yourself hanging, which is also not a good time for this analogy.
I've been swinging for 6 years.
Happy New Year.
to end it off, the only way I can compare it is like, obviously it's different for a sub because a sub continues for years until it's eventually cut off. The only way I can describe it, I already described it with The Simpsons, but it's like Back to the Future. You love Back to the Future, you love Michael J. Fox, you love the guy who played Doc Brown, you love it, and then you hear, like let's just say, on the 5th of January, you hear, oh, they're rebooting it. They're going to make a sequel series, or they're going to reboot it, and it's going to be a fresh new tech. Obviously, you're going to be that kind of in that demographic where you're going to be like, is it for me though?
This is fucking shit.
Yeah, you're going to be either in that demographic going, is this for me or is it shit? And obviously, you get the people who will go to the cinema and give it a chance. Then you'll have the people who'll obviously go to the cinema, pay the ticket, and then go home, sit on their computer going, it was fucking shit, like. There was women in it. There wasn't women in the originals. Why is there women in it now, bruv? And it's like, alright, it's clearly not for you. And that's what I wanted to say. Like, obviously, Happy New Year and Merry Christmas. And I hope you've enjoyed this 2-hour podcast. I made it 2 hours. I did across the finishing line. And
10 minutes of that is me talking about the new calendar.
And obviously, this is to finish it off. Obviously, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Some things change. We mostly stay the same.
Yeah.
2-hour video, 10 minutes of content. It's all me. It's all me, baby.
The only thing that can change your life is your grand's coffin. See ya. Well, when I thought it was finished, I clearly wasn't. My ending was not good enough. So you still get the original ending, but Ash wanted to sing you some love songs. He wanted to say goodbye properly. We're not leaving, of course. This is the end of the year. Hope you see us in 2025. We hope you have a Merry Christmas. We hope you have a Happy New Year. Hanukkah. I can't think of any other traditional. Gonza. I can't think of any other traditional.
Orthodox Christian Christmas.
Yeah.
Celebrate Christmas on the 24th. Some sure the 6th of January. I don't know. It fluctuates. Anyways, it's just a final time to once again thank everybody who supported us this year as a whole. We, as I said earlier, we've generally grown and developed a lot, and we've changed how we do things, and it's been nice to have a full year working hard on this channel and trying to improve it and get it to be the place that we want to be. Made a lot of strides, made a lot of progress, and I hope everybody's kind of joined us with that growth and joined us with how we are. Not growth like numbers wise, just growth like on a human level. So once again, just want to, from the bottom of our hearts, want to thank everybody who has been supporting us throughout all this time. It is a privilege to do this. It is great that we get to invest so much time in this, and it's a great way to kill some fucking time, and it's a great way to feel like we're doing something bigger than us. So yeah, thanks for joining us for 2024. Thanks for joining us for year 2 of Watching Walford, and thank you for taking your time out of your day to spend it with us. Take care of yourselves, have a happy new year, and make sure to join us for year 3.